What is going on, guys? Jack the Reaper here, and today I am coming at you with my interpretation of a Spirit Halloween 2022 list. As the mascot of Spirit Halloween, I feel like my opinion is fact, and if you don't agree with this opinion, be sure to subscribe. As you guys know, I created this lineup with my blood, sweat, and tears, and if you don't like every prop, then we don't like you. So, without further ado, I'm Jack the Reaper, and let's get into the Spirit Halloween 2023 tier list. Alright guys, and here we go. So, we have my entire lineup for this fantastic season. Every year that I come out with stuff, it is great. Oh, let me get my beautiful face in the shot more for you guys here. So yeah, let's get right into it with the Thresher. This animatronic is amazing since I did make it. It is completely outdoor rated, but we did make sure to make it a nice latex material so that you could get all of the detail. And we also gave it thinner poles to cheapen out the quality so that it is more cost effective for you guys, so that you didn't have to pay $400 instead of $350. So it is a very economical prop. It works very, very well in your favor. And I think if you want this for your clown haunt, I highly, highly do recommend it. Next we have Desmodus, that is Latin for vampire bat. Yeah, this one's awesome as well. Like I said, I did make this one. Now it is faulty. That was not our fault though. You'll have to talk to Techie Design about that. As we know, Techie does not like making functioning products. And because of that, we buy from them a lot, so that what happens is people, when there's breaks, they'll contact us for new parts, and that actually gives us more of a profit. Don't ask how, but it does. Next we have Demonica. This one's not actually out yet, so I am leaking. Don't tell anyone at corporate that I'm leaking to you guys, because then they'll lock me in a cage that's in the corporate office room. So just please don't let them know that I'm telling you guys that Demonica is releasing this year. Yeah, Demonica's coming back. She's very, very cool. So what happened was we saw that Fraser Hill Farm was doing what we refused to do for the past 5 years, and that's bringing back classic Techie animatronics. So we knew because of this that we had to retaliate. So we're bringing back the best one, Demonica. So hopefully you guys do enjoy that. She is $300, which I think is a very fair price for her because she is 8 feet tall. Next we have Slim. This one is great, also well worth the $400. The head deformities, you just kind of have to ignore it and just hope that it's there. We didn't mean for that to happen, but if you got a sample at Flagship, we need you to send it back because those weren't supposed to be on the floor. Next we have Darling Dolly. Now Darling Dolly is another great one. This one really scared me out of my socks and made me jump and giggle like a little schoolgirl. I was really, really scared of this one, but I mean, it's pretty cool. The quality is pretty good. We were actually very upset that Techie made it such good quality because we want all of their animatronics to be as faulty as possible, but you know, it's okay. We really don't mind it that much. Next we have the Keeper. So as you guys know, this isn't officially licensed because of a law dispute with the Tales from the Crypt, but we went ahead and released it anyway, which is kind of illegal. But that's okay, because now that we're completely sold out, you'll never see it again, which I think, in my opinion, works out great in our favor, because then we can spend less money, and since we scammed all of you, making it $400, and not even paying for a licensing fee, we definitely came out on top. And you guys all got finessed. Coming up next, we have Heckles the Clown. We were very upset. I, in particular, was very upset that Seasonal Visions gave it this head deformity, because we threw a hissy fit in 2021 to make sure that we didn't get any more deformities, but they still didn't listen to us. So when we heard that Seasonal Visions gave it this ugly head, we forced all of their child labor slaves into making new heads. And because of that, they did come out very, very well. And I hope you guys do enjoy that. I really do. Next, we have Menacing Molly. This is another amazing animatronic, like I said. But because of the lack of new children, she's selling very, very badly. And that's very unfortunate because we brought her back specifically for little kids. And we're just very sad to see that she's not doing great. You know, that's unfortunate. She does have jaundice. She actually has jaundice. Like, that's not just a paint job error. That was my idea, to give her jaundice and make it canon. But Oh well, what can you do? Next up, we have Emmeline. Now, Emmeline is my favorite this year. I love Emmeline, and Techie did a great job on her. With what Mr. Dark did, Emmeline does it better. And I don't have a lot to say because she's just so good. Unironically, please buy this one. Next, we have Grave Watcher. Grave Watcher is also quite great. I think she's very cute. A lot of people were upset, and I don't know how, but Spooky Guy 444 and Halloween Haunter have known about Grave Watcher since November. We raided their house with the FBI, and we stole all of their leak information, but I don't know how they did it. They got into contact with Yunjin somehow, and they weren't supposed to do that. Don't ever try that again, or we will find you. Don't do it again. Next, we have the Black Heart. Now, originally, her name was going to be Kiss of Death, but that's too controversial. Even though we've done significantly worse in the past, such as Native American costumes and calling them Indians, which is horrible, we refuse to do Kiss of Death because that's crazy. Even though we have a prop called Hellspawn this year, you know, things just happen. But it's out of my control. That is more corporate. I actually wanted her to just be called Clarice, but they wouldn't do that. I was very upset. Next, we have Little Jack Carver, another very cute one. I like this one quite a lot. So what we had CCL do was bring back that idea with animatronics having a constant light effect, but because of that, the LED gets too hot and melts everything. Another animatronic that has that problem is Gordo, and we'll get to that soon. But it doesn't matter. It's still amazing, and you should buy it. Just buy it. Buy them. Buy them all. Next, we have Dagger Mike. Now, this one is also just absolutely amazing. We made the pants extra short and his torso extra long because we don't like proportions here. And we learned that from Seasonal Visions doing towering animatronics that proportions just don't matter. Now, this is another personal favorite of mine, Eternal Rest. I love Eternal Rest, but not because of what you think. See, we intentionally made her super faulty so that what we could do, her actual animation isn't right. I didn't like that, so I went to SLA and told them, don't put quality control on it. So I wanted it to spin, and I was very upset that Gina and Carlos said that that was a bad idea and that it would look stupid. And I said, no, you're stupid. I'm Jack the Reaper. I do what I want. So I had that idea, and I made sure to make them all faulty. Thankfully, that's how it turned out, and I'm very, very satisfied. Collector's Minion. Collector's Minion is my favorite prop of all time. And Young Crouchy being my second prop of all time, I just knew that I had to pick this one up for Spirit this year. Very, very excited for this one to come out. It's currently stuck in China because of factory issues, but we'll be expecting it around November of 2024. But either way, fantastic animatronic. My favorite animatronic of all time. The detail is immaculate, and the quality is fantastic, and at a price of $339, you're well getting everything for that price. Quality, audio, everything. And the box is about the size of a refrigerator, so storage is nice and easy. Creepy Rising Doll, I'm also going to put in A tier. Now, I love her to death, but Aiden K has been using it to scam people on Chinese websites, and I'm not very happy with him about that. Because Aiden K has been my buddy, along with my other corporate family, for quite some time now, and to see him doing this is terrible. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you and everything you stand for. Deathstalker, I also like quite a bit. I think Deathstalker is very good. Now, we told Carlos, hey, we want something weird. We want people to be really confused. And we did that. We confused a lot of people, but in the process, we've sold more of this animatronic than anything else this season. And with that, I'm super stoked and very, very happy to see that being the case because Deathstalker is great. I'm very, very satisfied with how he came out. The price is well worth it, and the fog effect is great, and we made sure to give him a latex head with the fog so that you get much, much more detail. Pretty Woman Leatherface is also quite great. Now, I love my Pretty Woman Leatherface. I did make it, of course, but Griffin Miller says that this one is better than the Jemmy 06 Leatherface, and that's just flat out wrong. That is the incorrect answer, Griffin Miller of GM Haunts. That is wrong. you're wrong. The Fogging Gargoyle, we had a lot of controversy with this one, but I'm not sure why. Because we made it online only and $350, but that's well worth the price. You see, because we told Seasonal Visions to intentionally make it fully resin and not have any setup, so that the box comes in a box that's about the size of Spooky Guy 444's entire body. But because of that, we saved ourselves a lot more money and we're scamming you by making it $300. So, in my opinion, please buy one. Hellspawn is another very nice one. Now, we told everybody that Mr. Dark was not coming back, and a lot of people were upset. But you guys were absolutely bamboozled by me, because we made Hellspawn. And Hellspawn is even better. And, like with Kiss of Death, we wanted it to have a very edgy and cool name, so that it can reach out to you guys, and it worked. Stilts is the new big clown that we're trying to market to you guys this year, and I absolutely love this one too. I definitely think that you should buy it up whenever you can. Stilts is tall, and we're going to make a lot of merch of him, and we're going to market it to you so that his resale value is in the upper $2,000 range. This is my third favorite animatronic of all time, the Cotton Candy Cocoon, and I'm super glad that we were able to make it, because it just looks great. It looks like an animatronic should. It goes well in any graveyard or cemetery haunt, and I highly recommend it to anyone that can buy it. The Martian Warrior is great too. Like I said with Seasonal Visions, they inspired us to not have proportions on anything. So we made sure to really emphasize that with the Martian Warrior, that the proportions are just absolutely horrendous. But we added the water feature so that we could up the price from about $300 to $400. So it's well worth the price, and you should buy like 8 of them. The Cauldroness? Now, we did not approve Techie giving it that face. That face is awful, and I, Jack the Reaper, can even agree with that. However, it's absurd. I don't know what they did. But we had to make sure that it was hard carried by the fog feature, and we did get that with the Cauldroness, so pay up. Just pay up. Gordo, like I did say, be very careful with the lighting effects, as it could burn your entire house down, but that's why we gave it the constant light feature, so that you could have something that could probably get recalled. But either way, just buy like 5 of them and you'll be fine. You could start a nice bonfire with them as well. Poor George. I've seen a lot of people who have a lot of love for Poor George, but I, Jack the Reaper, just do not care for him that much. But you should buy him because I absolutely love him and recommend him. Either way, he's very good, and I don't have a lot to say about him because I don't like him. But I do love him, and I highly recommend. He's my favorite and worst animatronic of all time. Howling Spirit. Now, Howling Spirit is a very interesting case because we have never done outdoor rated products, but we made sure for the very first Spirit Halloween outdoor grade animatronic that we gave it the ugliest face possible, and we succeeded with that. And I'm very happy that it came out the way it did because it's ugly, but you'll still buy it anyway. Unironically though, $200 is way too high of a price, and it should have been closer to about $600, considering that it's outdoor rated, but I know that you guys will still pay up $200, but it's still kind of steep. And finally, our remake Scary Sitting Scarecrow. I cannot stress this enough, we didn't steal it from Wicked Makers. We have been testing this thing out for the last 3 years. They didn't even have a channel then. Stop comparing it to Wicked Makers. Stop. Don't do it again. Never do it again. What was that? I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. I thought it was a pretty funny idea, and I hope that you guys did, of course, find it funny as well, because I just thought it would be a humorous little thing to do for you guys, of course, because I did say that I was going to do an updated tier list, but I thought, why not do it with a twist? Of course, everything I did say was jokes, and if I'm talking unironically, I do absolutely love this year. This has been one of the best Spirit years in a long, long time, and I'm super satisfied with it. And even my tier list, that is my actual opinions. With the actual tiers, a lot of stuff I was saying was jokes, but I do actually think that this year is absolutely fantastic, one of their best years ever, and I'm super happy with it. It's a step in the right direction. I'm even more excited for 2024. Spirit Halloween, this is a fantastic job. Jack the Reaper, I don't know how you hijacked my stuff, but never do it again. If you want more Jack the Reaper videos, comment down below saying Jack the Reaper, and I will pump them out for you because I think it's a pretty funny idea. But I'm Spooky Guy 444. Thank you for watching my Jack the Reaper Does a Spirit Halloween 2023 tier list, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.